Have you ever stopped to ask yourself what happens to pleasure when the fire of youth starts to flicker? Not the kind of pleasure you flaunt, the kind you feel deep in your bones, the kind that reminds you you're still alive, still human, still capable of joy. What if I told you that the way you touch yourself in your golden years could either become your greatest source of comfort or your quietest prison? Most people never talk about this. They pretend that after a certain age, desire simply vanishes. That sex, pleasure, self-connection, these things belong to the young. But that's a lie. A dangerous, silencing lie that leaves millions of older adults feeling invisible, ashamed, and utterly alone. One video won't change your life, but what you do in the next 10 seconds will. I'm asking you now, before we go any deeper, if you want to understand the raw, unfiltered truth about pleasure in old age, hit that subscribe button, not later, now. Because this conversation is one that society has buried under silence, shame, and outdated beliefs. And if you walk away without subscribing, you might never hear the truth that could transform your relationship with your own body. Subscribe, ring the bell, stay with me. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on something that affects every single person over 60, over 70, over 80. But almost no one dares to discuss masturbation in old age. Not the sanitized version, not the joke. The real, raw, emotional reality of what it means to continue touching yourself when your body has changed, when your partner may be gone, when loneliness creeps in like a fog. If you're under 50, stay. Learn, prepare. If you're over 50, this is your wake-up call. Let's start with the truth they don't want you to hear. Masturbation in old age is not shameful. It is not pathetic. It is not a sign of failure. It is a natural, healthy, life-affirming act of self-care. Medical research confirms it. Regular self-pleasure helps maintain blood flow to genital tissues, preventing atrophy. It releases endorphins, those powerful happiness hormones that sweep away stress, anxiety, and depression. It improves sleep quality, reduces tension, and reminds your body that it is still capable of joy. But here's the part nobody talks about. When you're older, masturbation takes on new meanings. It becomes more than physical release. It becomes a way to reclaim agency over a body that may feel like it's betraying you. A way to reconnect with yourself when the world has made you feel invisible. A way to remind yourself that pleasure is still your birthright, no matter how many candles are on your cake. If you're still here and this is hitting home, comment 1 right now. Let me know you're with me. But here's the shadow side. When masturbation becomes excessive, when it becomes a crutch, an escape, a way to numb the ache of loneliness, it can transform from a gift into a trap. Physically, overstimulation can lead to temporary hypersensitivity or a frustrating reduction in sensation. You chase a feeling that becomes harder to catch, and the pleasure starts to fade into emptiness. But the emotional cost is far greater. Many older adults turn to self-stimulation, not out of desire, but out of despair. They've lost a spouse, their children have moved away, their social circle has shrunk, they feel invisible, unheard, unloved. And in that void, masturbation becomes a substitute for connection, a brief moment of comfort that, when it ends, leaves them feeling more alone than before. This is the cycle no one talks about. The more you retreat into solitary pleasure, the less you reach out for real human connection. The more you isolate, the deeper the loneliness grows. And the deeper the loneliness grows, the more you turn back to the only comfort you think you have left. If you're still watching and want more, comment 2 right now. Let's talk about the science. Medical studies confirm masturbation in moderation is not harmful. It does not cause impotence. It does not accelerate aging. It does not damage your sexual organs. Those are myths designed to shame you into silence. The truth is, self-pleasure can be a powerful tool for maintaining sexual health, emotional balance, and even cardiovascular function. But excessive masturbation, especially when driven by loneliness or emotional pain, can lead to physical exhaustion, decreased libido, and a growing sense of dissatisfaction. It can sap the energy you need for exercise, social activities, and the simple joys of daily life. It can become a barrier to the very things that would actually heal you: connection, movement, purpose. And for those in relationships, the stakes are even higher. When masturbation replaces shared intimacy, it creates distance. It can leave your partner feeling rejected, unwanted, invisible. The very act meant to fulfill desire can starve the relationship of the emotional and physical closeness that keeps love alive. This is where balance becomes everything. Masturbation is not the enemy. Loneliness is. Shame is. Silence is. The practice itself, when approached with mindfulness and moderation, is a gift. It is a way to honor your body, to release tension, to reconnect with your own capacity for pleasure and joy. But when it becomes a substitute for the things you truly need — companionship, affection, emotional support, physical touch from another human being — it becomes a shadow, a hollow echo of the connection you're actually craving. So what do? First, give yourself permission. Let go of the guilt. Let go of the shame. Masturbation is natural, healthy, and beautiful at any age. You are not broken for wanting it. You are human. Second, pay attention. Notice why you're doing it. Is it desire, or is it loneliness? Is it pleasure, or is it escape? That awareness is the key to balance. Third, reach out. If you're using masturbation to fill a void, address the void. Call a friend, join a group, talk to a therapist, reconnect with your partner. The answer is not to stop touching yourself, it's to start touching your life. If you're still here and this resonates, comment 3 right now. I read every single one, because here's the ultimate truth. Pleasure in old age is not a punchline. It is not a taboo. It is a profound, life-affirming part of the human experience. And the more we talk about it, the less shame there is, the less loneliness, the more connection. You deserve to feel pleasure. You deserve to feel seen. You deserve to feel alive. Every single day of your life, no matter how many years you've lived. Now, I want you to do one thing before you leave. Click subscribe. Not because I asked, because you owe it to yourself. Because this channel is building a community where we talk about the things that matter, where we break the silence, where we give you the tools to live fully, unashamedly, and with joy. Your pleasure is not a secret to hide. It is a gift to embrace. Subscribe now, keep going, and let's walk this journey together. Comment below, what's one thing you learned today that you'll put into practice? One insight, one shift, one act of self-compassion. I want to hear your voice, and if this video helped you, share it with someone who needs to hear it, a parent, a friend, a partner. That's how we change the conversation. That's how we end the silence. Your body is still capable of joy. Don't let shame steal it.